Cheap land versus good land. What is the difference? So let's look at. But before I start, this is one of the things I want you to take note of. It's more advisable you invest with a trusted real estate company than you buy from most individual, because here is my reason. Because when you buy from a real estate company, there's a structure, there's a system, and you'll be more safer. So any problem that is coming in, then you can be able to track it, right? But when you buy from most individuals, right? This is whereby there will be a long story. So let's take for example now about cheap land. Cheap land now, for example, now the location is selling for 20 million naira and someone is marketing for 5 million naira. That is a red flag, right? That is a red flag. So as an individual, as an investor, most people joke into this property, and when they get scammed, when they collect their money, and there's a story around it, the story that used to begin in investing, talking about the property, and not be a story that will end with the property. They begin to say, all this are scam, all this people say that scam. But you are looking for undervalued property. Imagine you buy property of 20 million at 5 million naira, right? So if you know that this kind of things is not possible, that is people want to just collect your money and they will just scam you and go on their own way. So for good property, that is why I advise mainly that if you want to invest, is more advisable you invest with a trusted real estate company. Like, right? So these are the things you need to start paying attention to, because why you get scammed is not because of the person, but because of you, because you don't have the right knowledge, you don't have the right understanding, or you don't ask the right questions before you go into an investment. That is why you're scammed, right? So for good property, this is where there's a structure, there's a system. When you go for when you want to, they will take you for inspection. They show where the land is located. They will tend to show you everything about the property. Then you can go for your due diligence. You go for your due diligence. You have a lawyer. You can go as long and go for your proper due diligence. You get to see everything about the property. Get to know everything about the property before you can pay for it, right? So these are the things you need to understand, because there's a difference between a cheap land and there's a good difference between a good land. It's a two different things entirely. So as an investor, as an individual who want to invest, please start paying attention to all these things. Is there anything you feel like there's still other thing we need to talk about between the cheap land and the good land? Please, you can drop in the comment section and let's talk more about it. Right. So thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Cheers.